Hey, good morning, everybody. That was the theme from the original version of Dallas. And
Yeah, that was the good version.
the cliffhanger of the century. Who shot J.R.
All I remember is that sweeping helicopter shot going up the driveway.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that. My parents were big into that show, and
So
Everybody was
good.
big into that show.
yeah, that was like.
It was a good Wednesday night because it was.
Is that what
Dallas.
it was? Wednesdays?
Yeah, it was Dallas, and then it was Dynasty.
Yeah,
we
the
didn't watch
huge
Dynasty.
nighttime soaps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we didn't watch Dynasty,
Good
but
stuff.
we did do the Dallas thing. So listen, this is Thanksgiving. We're taping this on Tuesday, but this is going to be aired on Thanksgiving morning. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Bobby G and Company, and
Go Westfield football.
Go Westfield football. So I'm Bobby Goff, and I'm the host today for the show. I've got joining me as always the ever popular and extremely abusive Lynn O'Brien. Good morning and
Hi,
happy
Bob.
Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
And Pete Cowles also joining us this morning. He's in the studio swearing at the equipment, the computer stuff, and technical issues. I'll tell you, I learned a few words. I didn't know you were a truck driver, Pete.
I can be when needed. When
Good.
called upon, I can be a truck driver.
Nice. So good morning to you, Pete, and again, happy Thanksgiving as well there. So we've got quite a show lined up here today. We actually are going to have a couple of musical guests, a pair of sisters that are from Houston, Texas.
You have the Paris sisters?
They're sisters, two sisters.
Oh, I thought you like Paris Hilton or something. Paris sisters.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wouldn't want those two.
You know.
Oh, thank you.
No. So we got two sisters that decided that they were going to form a band, and their band is called Wildfire. And their father, Rob, is the manager for them. So we're going to have Rob with Kayla and Kelly are going to be joining us in just a little while. And that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to be talking to them. They're calling in from Texas. And they're really big out there, apparently, from what I was talking to Rob the other day on the phone. And, yeah, it definitely sounds like they're going to be going somewhere. And
Doesn't he have to say that? Isn't like by contract he's got to say that his daughters are awesome?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I think they really are. I mean,
I got two daughters, and I don't have to say that.
yeah, I don't either. But I mean, they had sent me a copy of the CD, which I gave to you, Pete, to rip the songs.
Yeah, got
off of. So we're actually going to be playing some tunes from them, and they call it country pop, but I don't. To me,
Most countries, what we used to call in the '80s, like rock and roll.
yeah, I mean, this to me doesn't. There's no real twang or anything to this. It's not really country.
Yeah, country pop is the original Taylor Swift. She's country pop.
But no, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's good tunes. I mean, I listened to it, and I was honestly not a fan of country, so I went into this, I don't know, I don't want to say with a negative mindset, but, I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself in for? And then I listened to it, and I was like, this is actually a CD I would play in the car.
Really?
And so I was very pleasantly surprised. The girls have definitely got a ton of talent. And, I was very impressed with their album. And so we're going to be playing some cuts from that. Now, again, we're taping this 2 days in advance. So all I can tell you is that Thursday is supposed to be mostly sunny. We're expecting a high of 47 degrees and a low of 28. So your day is going to be...
The weekend, however, looks fun.
Oh, yeah. So your day is going to be somewhere in between there. It's supposed to be clear, non-precip sort of a day. So enjoy the turkey and all the fixings that go with it. And let's. I'm going to jump into National What Is It Day. So we don't have any music for this. It's actually, and I love this, National French Toast Day.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I love French
On
toast.
Thanksgiving? Or no, just because it's the 20 whatever.
Well, no, it's just
27th.
because it's the 28th. And, yep, so National French
27th.
Toast. No, today's the 26th.
Oh, that's right.
28th.
I'm so confused.
Your calendar is off. See, that's why you're having computer problems in there. Even your calendar's off.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you. And this is
God.
and again, Pete, you may want to at least partially do your disclaimer because I'm really going to go off on this one.
Oh, no.
Yep. So these are my opinions, not that of the studio or Pete or Lynn or anybody else. This is just me. This is National Day of Mourning. Now, when I first read that, I was like, okay, kind of like a remembrance sort of a thing. But it's actually the fourth Thursday in November, and it refers to the Indians or the Native Americans and what Thanksgiving means to them. And I'm like, really? No, you got to understand something. I am I can't even go there. I have no I don't want to say sympathy, but, if something happened 200 years ago, I don't want to hear about it today. Don't cry to me that your ancestors had this, that, or the other thing done.
No,
it's your history,
is,
but you don't deserve any special consideration today for something that happened 200 years ago.
The bigger thing is we're trying to imply the morals of today on the times of 200 years ago, which doesn't quite equate.
Pretty much. So for me, I don't know. That's another tree-hugging hippie sort of a day. I don't get that. Which brings me into, obviously Thanksgiving is today, which is the fourth Thursday in November. This year was later than usual.
Yeah.
But, okay. And this is also, here's another one that, again, this is your disclaimer. Turkey-free Thanksgiving. It's the fourth Thursday in November, of course, which falls on Thanksgiving. This is like a made-up Subaru sort of tree-hugging hippie holiday. I don't get it. I mean, if you don't want turkey, don't have turkey. I don't care what you eat. It's just like, come on, people. I don't know. And maybe it's because we're taping this at night and I'm awake, but
he's not only awake, but he's drinking soda.
I'm drinking soda. I'm having
and eating
Diet
candy.
Coke. I'm having Diet Coke and I left my rum at home. I don't know what the heck I was thinking.
No
All
kidding.
right. So those are the national What Is It days. So we got 2 real ones and 2 made up ones. So we're going to stick with French toast and turkey today, and that's just going to offend everybody, and I am so good with that. So with that in mind, why don't you cue up some Connie Talbot for me? What are you deep sighing for?
I'm tired.
You tired?
You're always tired.
Pete, 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock at night, I can't win.
Hey,
I know.
I did a lot of yard work today. I'm tired.
You did. You didn't do any of mine.
I can barely do my own.
60 degrees out today.
That's right.
Was it really?
Yeah, we were taping. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I was stuck inside doing other things.
Sleeping?
No, actually, I didn't get to sleep.
Napping?
No, I told you I didn't get back that. All right, so historical events. Going way back to the year 1893. As I'm looking at Lynn, she's looking back at me, waiting.
The pregnant pause.
I know it. New Zealand becomes the first country in which women vote in a national election.
Sweet.
1893. Then we're going to go 2 years forward. 1895. The first American automobile race takes place over the 54 miles from Chicago's Jackson Park to Evanston, Illinois. Frank Drury wins in approximately 10 hours.
Over the Lincoln Highway.
54 miles and it took him 10 hours?
Yeah.
What was it, like one of those little pedal cars? I don't know.
It was a lot.
It was a Fred Flintstone car.
Yeah.
He kept getting tired.
Get his shoe, yeah, stop at pedicures. All right, 1907 in Haverhill, Massachusetts. And I did not know this. Scrap metal dealer Louis B. Mayer opens his first movie theater, and that later became MGM.
Yeah, really? Louis Mayer, yeah.
Yeah, I did
Metro
not
Golden
know that.
Mayer.
Yep, Haverhill, Mass. is where he was from. What? 1925, the Grand Ole Opry begins broadcasting in Nashville, Tennessee as the WSM Barn Dance.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's why to this day you still see on the microphones WSM's logo over the top.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
All right, here's one for you, Pete. 1964, the Mariner program. NASA launches the Mariner 4 probe towards Mars.
Yep.
Nice. So that's what we got for that. So we got some celebrity births coming up.
Oh, goody.
We'll get some Marilyn in here.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Twice in 1 week.
Yeah,
I'm so lucky.
You what?
I'm a lucky girl.
Sing it, Lynn. Come on, take it away.
Happy birthday to you.
This is so obnoxious.
What are you talking about?
It's obnoxious.
No, it is not.
It is.
Might be over the top, but it's not
Oh,
obnoxious.
it's way over the top.
All right, so we've only got actually 4 celebrity births for you today. In the year 1950, Mr. Ed Harris was born. American actor and producer. For me, his standout role was the movie Abyss. My wife and I both love that movie, but he's been in so many other different things besides
Didn't
that.
he play the flight director in Apollo 13?
I believe he did.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did, yeah.
He wore the white vest. Yep.
Yep.
He was in The Rock.
Krantz.
And then
Gene Krantz.
1952, S. Empatha Murkerson. She's an American actress. She does a lot of commercials now, too. She was in Law & Order.
Yeah, she
I
played the
don't watch
lieutenant. She's currently in something else. NCIS New Orleans. I think she's in that. She's
Is she
in that
really?
show. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and here's one I did not realize that this guy was this old. 1959, Judd Nelson was born, American actor.
Don't put the banana in the tailpipe.
No. Judd Nelson. He was in.
That's
Breakfast
right.
Club.
Breakfast Club. Yeah.
I mean, I saw that.
The other Judd.
When it was in the theaters. So
Wasn't?
I didn't realize he's 7 years older than me.
Isn't he also the guy that was in that Haunted Voyage?
Haunted Voyage.
Haunted Voyage about
What you talking about, Willis?
The cruise ship that disappeared, and when he was a little kid, and then when he came back, when he was an adult, all of a sudden the ship reappeared.
No,
and
I've never even seen that.
Oh my God, you've never saw Haunted?
Yeah. Haunted Voyage?
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Oh
No, I haven't
God,
seen that.
It's so good.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I haven't either. I've
good.
never heard of that one.
It's good.
Okay.
Check it out.
And then 1962 for our last one, Mr. Jon Stewart, the American comedian, actor, and now television host, was born today.
Former host of The Daily Show.
Yeah.
When it was good.
Yeah, when it was good. All right, so cue up some Undertaker. Let's get some celebrity deaths. All right. So celebrity deaths today in 1859.
I will poke your eyes out.
I'm going back to the old version of this song.
No. This one's so much better.
No, it's not.
Washington Irving passed away today. He was born in 1783. American historian and author. He wrote Rip Van Winkle in 1819 and then The Legend of Sleepy Hollow in 1820.
That's my father-in-law's
I love
sixth great uncle or something like that.
Is it
He's
really?
related, yeah, because his middle name is Irving for his great uncle Washington Irving.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
And then
William Irving.
1939, Mr. James Naismith, who was born in 1861, the Canadian-American creator of basketball.
Right here in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, he designed the game in 1891 while teaching at the International YMCA in Springfield, Massachusetts.
You know what that is now?
I have no idea what it is
It's
now.
now Springfield College.
Oh, okay. It was actually all because of a rowdy class that was confined to indoor games due to the harsh weather. That's why he created basketball.
And volleyball was created at the Holyoke YMCA as an offshoot of basketball.
Was it really?
For businessmen who needed some exercise at lunch.
Oh, okay.
No kidding.
All right. Well, here's one you can sink your teeth into. 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer died. He was born in 1960.
Boy, there's a
American
kid.
serial killer. I knew this, but I didn't remember it. He was actually beaten to death in jail,
I did know that.
and so that's how he died.
Even that was too good for him.
And I'm not disputing that. In 2010, I did not realize he had died. I did not know this. Mr. Leslie Nielsen passed away. He was born in 1926. Canadian-American actor and comedian.
One of the best comedic actors of
He was just awesome.
age.
He was in The Naked Gun. He was in the original Poseidon Adventure.
thing
He was
is,
the captain of the ship.
When he was
Airplane, yep.
when he was young in his career, he always played heavies.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he never played comic roles.
You
never
know,
ever.
You know what's cool about him? I always liked him because physically, his appearance, he always reminded me of my father. And I just always liked him because of that, for no other reason. I didn't care if he was good in the role or not. But because he looked like my dad, that was it. I was all about that guy as an actor. I thought he was great. So listen, that's our 3 segments there. So let's bust into some music here. And today's music, I tried to, with the exception of the Floyd Fix, I went with a little bit of Southern flavor just because of our guests coming in later on. So we're going to start off with a little bit of Skinner with some Sweet Home Alabama. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on this Thanksgiving morning.
Carry me home just like him. Singing WSKB's community radio is Carson Center for Health and Human Services, a nonprofit organization located at 20 Broad Street in Westfield. They provided behavioral health and rehabilitation services in communities throughout Western Massachusetts since 1963. There are services for children, adolescents, adults, families, and couples. You can find them on the web at carsoncenter.org or at 413-572-4132.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, sports fans. All right, so let's just go.
I think I made that mic worse.
Yeah, I don't
the
know
mic, the mic out there sitting in front of you now looks like take a look. It looks like you have a huge mic sticking out of your ear.
I do. Oh, here, 1 minute. Oh,
No,
that's
the
that
other one. Yeah, that
the other
one.
I can move that. Look, we'll stick it in front of Lynn.
Oh, I don't think so.
All right, so
Just bring it back towards you in the middle there. There you go.
all right, we'll figure it
Instead,
out.
we'll do this.
All right, nice.
What a day.
What are you doing, woman? Oh my goodness! See, this is the abuse, folks. You seeing it now firsthand. Yeah, I got a talking stereo. All right,
Sing it, Frankie.
sing it. All right, so this is the Keurig Facts of the Week, designed to make you the smartest person in front of the office Keurig machine. Even though I hope you're not working today, I hope you're at home with your family. So as Lynn always says, if the boss refuses to buy you a Keurig,
Kick
hit
him in the
him
knee.
with a turkey leg or something like that. Maybe stuff him instead of the bird. I don't know.
right.
Whatever works.
And then go to the store and buy one.
There you go. There you go. So, all right. So, your first random fact. Mel Blanc, who was the voice of Bugs Bunny,
Yes.
he was not a fan of raw carrots.
Really?
Yep. So,
Really, Doc?
really, hey, I don't know.
That's just an odd fact.
It is. It's odd. I mean, this
It's
stuff,
odd.
I got to research this stuff. I'm telling
Very
you.
odd.
All right. Did you
Watch out,
all,
Doc.
did you know that an iguana can hold its breath for 28 minutes?
Okay, who stood there next to an iguana with a stopwatch?
Science!
I don't know. Yeah, science. There you go.
Whoa, that is such
Some
whoa.
research,
Come on.
some college student got paid.
Exactly.
To, paid to do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, hey, we got to, we can't make this stuff up.
Oh, yes, we can.
All right. So
Next fact.
here's another one for you. Did you know,
No.
and this is kind of makes sense, did you know that crocodiles cannot stick out their tongues?
They don't
Really?
have tongues.
Yes, of course they
They
have
have
tongues.
tongues?
Of course they do. They
How
just
do you
can't.
know? They don't talk.
You ever French kissed a crocodile? I'm pretty sure
Well,
you did.
not in a few years,
Not in a few,
but-
you know, drunken stupor. But yeah, they do. Of course, they have tongues. They eat.
How do you know?
Open their mouth next time. Look, you'll see it's right there. They just can't stick it out, and it makes sense because they're teeth. Think about that. I don't know. I didn't expect that kind of a reply from that one. You got
Moving
me.
on.
Moving right along.
Moving
Okay, so
right
those are
along.
your 3 Keurig facts.
That's it?
You got
Boy,
3.
you're slacking today, I gotta say.
What are you talking about? I gave you 3.
Slacking. Too much pumpkin pie.
Not enough cold turkey or hot cold duck. That's a cold duck. It's in Brazil.
Oh, coffee.
All right. All right, so now we've got the horny baby. All right,
Okay.
go for it.
All right. Obviously, the most important event of the year is,
Spice drops that I'm eating.
yes, Black Friday. Black Friday is the best event of the whole year, so I'm just saying that's what's coming up. The best
All right.
of the
Wait a minute.
weekend. Black Friday. Knock it off.
Banging my head against the mic, yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget
It's closer than the wall.
Bright Nights is now open every night, so it's $20 a carload. I think it's 25 on the weekend.
Yeah, 25 on the weekends, Friday through Sunday.
20 and opening night, which was last night, was only $6. But if you missed that, you can still go. It's $20, 25 on the weekend. Yeah, I know. Anybody who didn't go. So Friday, I have the Charlie Galvin Band is going to be playing at the Tavern Restaurant in Westfield.
Love Charlie
I
Galvin.
know, I've seen it. That's 8 o'clock on Friday night. Let's see. This is like 3 different bands: Always Manic, Matt Bridell, and War of Ghosts at the, and I know I'm not going to pronounce that right,
Hofbrauhaus.
Hutkies.
Hutkies?
Hutkies.
Hutkies at the Nook.
At the Nook.
Yeah, they're the old Nook bar.
Oh,
It's
okay.
now a martini bar.
Ooh,
Oh,
sweet.
you can get
So
hookies there.
That's on Franklin Street in
Hookies.
Westfield, and that's going to be going on from 8 to 11 on Friday night. Saturday, I've got 80s Friday with a little bit of 90s. Which
Just
makes
for
no
flavoring?
sense. Yeah.
Okay,
And, yeah, that's at the Southwick Inn on Saturday at 7:30. Alex and Joe of Feel Good Drift. Some of these names are killing
Feel
me.
Good Drift's a good
Yeah,
band.
I'm not
Feel
sure if
Good
it's the
Drift,
names or if it's
or
your
it could be my
handwriting.
writing.
You need to type.
Yeah, and that's going to be Saturday from 6 to 9 at the Westfield River Brewing in Southwick. STEM Craft and Vendor Fair at the STEM Middle School in Springfield is going to be Saturday during the day from 9 to 3, and I believe that's a fundraiser for them. And Sunday, the annual Craft and Arts Fair at the Westfield Tech Academy, 9 to 3.
They if you go out in the hallways right outside the studio, they have tape marks where you put your tables for all the vendors, all the vendor
cool.
stalls, and it lines the hallways all the way through the building.
Oh, cool. So again, that's Sunday from 9 to 3 here at the Academy, so make sure you stop by. There is another event called Family Holiday Fun Creating Ornaments.
Woohoo!
That's going to be at the Creative Hub of Westfield on North Elm Street. It's $12 a person, and that starts at 2 o'clock. And I guess that's going to run every weekend from now until Christmas, from what I read.
Okay.
Last thing is Sunday night, the Blues Jam at Club 1 in Feeding Hills, and that starts at 6 o'clock.
And that's it for Horny Baby.
That's it.
Ah,
So lots to do to wear off that pumpkin pie and whipped cream. And
I'm still going to be lethargic from all the turkey. Just saying.
Yep. Sounds good.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. All right, so we got some Dark Shadows. Did it just get cold in here?
What?
Yeah, I opened the window.
Pretty much alone in this building right now. So
Hey.
We're alone in
And
the
us,
building?
us without a K2 meter.
I know, right?
All right.
I think
Yeah,
there's only like 3 people, maybe 2 people in this building right now.
Cool. I think there's at least 3.
There's at least 3, yeah,
Yeah.
unless one of us really isn't here.
Do you know last
Well,
night?
besides us.
Oh, okay.
Last night at the Legion when I was working, we had something weird happen again.
What, you came in?
Well, yeah, that too. But I had customers singing around the bar, and all of a sudden, one of the girls shrieked, and I thought they were just, she was there with, a few other people, and I turned around and I'm like, "What the heck are you yelling for?" She goes, "I know nobody else is working here except you, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." There's, how there's the back hallway that goes to the big banquet room, and then there's
Yep.
the front hallway. Well, she was sitting on the outside part of the bar looking towards that back hallway,
Okay.
and she watched a woman walk from the right side of the
I
door
smell an investigation coming
to the
on.
left
yeah.
side of the door.
They actually
and
approached
it
me a couple of years
freaked
ago.
her out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've got permission to do it now.
Oh, cool. All right,
Yeah.
we'll have to talk.
But yeah, I almost forgot to tell you that happened
in for
last
that.
night.
Oh, yeah, we'll hook up. All right, so today's Dark Shadows, this is actually short and sweet on purpose. Folks, this one really is quite simple this week. Please have a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. That's simple. I couldn't make it any shorter or sweeter than that. I mean,
Well, Lynn really did the
Oh, my
Dark
God.
Shadows
Yeah, I
part
did
of
the
it.
shark. Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody
she
has
did.
to take up the slap, Pete.
Oh, you're terrible. All right, so let's bust into another song. This one here is not so much of a southern tinge to it. This is a Boston tinge.
But it's a good thing.
It's a good tune. No, let's go with some Aerosmith, and we're going to play some Come Together. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Joker, he
Copywriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, this is Dean Can. You're listening to my friends Robbie, Lynn, and Pete on the Bobby G and Company Show on WSKB 89.5 FM. I'm also listening right alongside.
Yeah, baby. That was still awesome that he did that for me.
You may not get anybody bigger than that. You got to keep trying for that one.
Well, I'm gonna work on it. I mean,
You got some local celebrities.
I sent you some locals, and I sent you that Italian, the guy from Goodfellas. I can't think of his name, and I'm going to pay for that later. Yeah, so you got a couple other ones you can play with, and I got a feeling that working with, helping out with Bob Mancini with Reality Star Boxing, he's going to be bringing in a lot of celebrities that are going to be interesting, and I'll be able to throw them on the air as well with promo stuff like that.
There you go.
So, Lynn, what are you doing?
What are you doing over there?
I mean, you're on.
She looks disturbed.
Oh no, she's looking at those porn sites again on her phone. What are you doing over there?
Sponsored by Subaru?
Sponsored by Subaru, yes.
I'm registering for my next.
Your next Subaru dealership?
Yeah, my
thing?
next Subaru thing.
Okay.
While we're on the air.
While we're on the air. I know it. See? She's like multitasking,
multitask
something.
here.
I don't know what it is. So, no, we're taping 2 days beforehand.
What are you guys' plans for today? Like later, after the show, as it were.
Oh, tonight, you mean?
Yeah,
for
when
real night,
do you,
Tuesday?
When do you guys? No, for Thanksgiving Day. What do you guys? What's your tradition? You eat early? Do you eat late?
1 o'clock.
Do you watch football?
Yeah, you're one.
Oh, definitely football.
We're going to be over at. We're heading over to Jody's house, Hope's youngest daughter, and I always call her my daughter too. But we're going to be heading over there in the afternoon, and she's going to be putting on the whole spread and the whole 9 yards. And then
we're eating around 4:30.
Yeah, we're figuring. I know we're getting there early because my wife's going to be helping to cook, but I know we're planning on eating around 2:30ish.
Yeah, you guys are early. A lot of people are early. Like you said, Lynn's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we're 1 o'clock. Well, my brother isn't well. He was in
he
a
needs
fire.
A short day?
Yeah, he had a house trailer and it blew up around him about 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so every year it gets a little bit harder for him to be out of the house for too long. And when it starts to get cold, his skin, he just can't handle it. So we eat
he was
early.
burned. He was burned badly.
Yeah, he was burned very badly. His 80% of his body.
Well,
everything but his face. I mean, for whatever reasons, his face didn't get touched.
So he has a tough time coping with changes in weather.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
he has a tough time walking, and he just broke 2 ribs. He fell in his kitchen. So, yeah, he's kind of bad off, and we consider that when we have our meals because he's only good for like an hour or 2 tops, and then he's got to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this at your house this year, or is that
It's
your
always
mom's?
at my house.
Is that
I always
your place?
have Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas Day. My mom does Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we've got Jody's doing Christmas Eve this year. We always have Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how this is going to work out because this is I'm really honestly, I'm very surprised that Hope gave up Thanksgiving because we have the brand new kitchen, and I thought for sure she was going to want to try it out with Thanksgiving. And she's like, "No, Jody can do it. I'm good with that." And she's like,
passing the torch.
She's like, "But we're doing Christmas Day," and I'm like, "Well, okay, that's good because we're getting prime rib." And that's our tradition for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And
my tradition is working Christmas Day.
Do you really?
Yep, I work. Give the full timers a night off at Mount Holyoke College.
Oh, that's nice.
And I work the 3 to 11 shift to cover the shift as a part timer, and they all get the night off they want to spend with their families, and they usually take advantage of it.
That's nice of you to do that.
Yeah,
I had and
done that for years. Even when I worked in Westfield PD, when I was single, I used to always work the holidays so all the full-timers could take time off.
Cool.
Yep.
Kind of now this is a Tuesday, keep in mind. An odd thing happened to me today. And I don't know why I reacted the way that I did, but I definitely feel I did the right thing. I was outside with the dogs this morning, about 11:30 in the morning, and they're doing their business. I'm just sitting on the front stairs and letting them, have some outside time. And they start going nuts. And there's this other little dog running around. And she had a collar on, but she was loose. And I'm like, oh my God, this dog's going to get hit by a car 2 days before Thanksgiving. It was It was a very friendly animal, so it was obvious that it was a family pet. At least that's how I took it. And I'm like, oh my God, these kids are going to be devastated. Their dog gets hurt or whatever 2 days before Thanksgiving. So I ended up, Pete actually took the dog in. And he had a collar she had a little collar on with an Agawam pet number. So I ended up, I'm good friends with Allison Strong, who is the animal control officer for Agawam. So I gave her a call, and I'm like, hey, look, this is the year, and this is the tag number. Can you get in touch with the family? And so come to find out, they actually lived the next street over from me. And Allison was laughing. She knows this dog very well because this is a repeat offender. She likes to run around. She does, and they don't know how she's getting out. So Allison ended up coming over and getting the dog. She couldn't get in touch with the owners and bringing her back home. And it was really cool because, like Allison and I were talking, I'm like, literally the only thing I was thinking was that some little kid is going to be devastated because her pet got hurt or killed.
My girlfriend's dog, if given the chance, loves to just run because she wants to explore the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So she hears the other dogs, right?
Yep.
She barks back and forth with the other dog. You hear them communicating. And then if she gets loose, she's like running down the driveway and making a left because she wants to find out where that dog is.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the way Bella is too. But I have 15-foot leashes for Bella and Stewie because of my shoulder. I don't want to, we had the retractable ones.
Yep.
But I can't I can't hold a leash in my right arm. If they pull, then I'm going to be in agony. And so I just, we went to the 15-foot training leashes. And this way here, they can run around, they can do their thing, and still be under control.
Well, my girlfriend's dog, Flossie, she came out, and I'm like, man, she's out pretty far. And then I see her, she came meet me at the car, and she's like, she's too far, she's beyond her leash. Well, she snapped the chain.
Oh, jeez.
It's one of those real cheap chains from Dollar General.
Yep.
She snapped the chain, and all of a sudden I'm knowing now she's tooling past me going, hey, I'm free. She realized that, hey, I'm farther out than I'm supposed to be. I'm free.
That's funny.
Yeah, you can kind of hear,
you can actually see it in their faces, too. They're like, look
I
at
tried stepping on the chain, and it was like, no go.
Yeah, that didn't
But now she's dragging 30 feet of, leash and, runner and chain. I'm like, yeah, we'll catch up to you. We rolled the car over when she ran down the street. And she was like, you caught me. What? Wait, wow. She started like, I didn't do anything.
That is funny. So the Floyd Fix today, we're going to bust into that. The Floyd Fix actually is a perfect song for, by the way, the dog's name ended up being Luna.
Okay.
She was great. Bella and Stewie got along with her. I had her in the house for 3 hours with my dogs. I just had her on a 6-foot run. That was it. And she pretty much, it was cute. She would jump up on a couch and lay down next to me. Then that was Stewie's spot. So Stewie didn't like that. So he got in his spot. Then she laid down next to him, like leaning up against him.
Aww.
And it was just so damn cute. So this one kind of like really applies almost to Luna with her mindset. So this is Pink Floyd with Learning to Fly. Perfect.
Stretched to the point of no to stone. The sole intention is learning to fly. Condition grounded, but determined to try. Gotta keep my eyes from the circling skies. Tongue tied and twisted, just an earthbound miscarriage. Mixtures rich. Propellers flaps set. Temporary. Consumption check. Transponders set. Recheck.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, folks. This is Bobby G, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB. A lot of B's in there, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you. All right, still getting an error on that page.
Okay.
All right. So we're still experiencing some technical issues today. I've got our guests are going to be videoing in, hopefully, with...
Have them message me, and I'll see what I can do.
All right, well...
We should have tested earlier today, you see.
Well, we didn't get together. So how about if I send them the studio phone number?
Give them this. I'll send you a number to give them.
Okay, do that. And so... I got big stuff going on tonight, and this is Tuesday, so I got big stuff going on tonight. Lynn's actually going to be helping me out. I'm getting my car back. I'm so excited.
Oh, God.
I have missed this car so much. I miss driving it. But I just found out apparently I need to replace the battery, too, now. She is not holding a charge. So they're going to jump it. We'll bring it to the driveway and leave it there. And now I just got to go pick up a new battery, probably Friday. I'll probably get to that. And then I got to go replace 2 tires, and then I think it's good. Then I think it's going to be good. I'll bring it in I'll bring it into Sarah, my good friends over at Sarah Ford Agawam, and get an oil change on it because she sat for so long.
Oh, yeah.
And actually have them put it up on the lift and give a once over. See, he thought
You
for
do
sure.
know you can do that here, right?
Here where?
To school.
Yeah, no. I go to Sarah because one of my very closest friends, John Gentile, is the service manager, and he's always done right by me for repairs on a car, on a truck, and everything else. So I've always gone there.
Okay.
And yeah. So hopefully I get my car back tonight, and this weekend I'll be back to full with it and driving it all over the place and driving my wife crazy, and yeah, I'll tell you.
Well, it doesn't take a car for you to drive her crazy.
No, it doesn't, but it does help. It definitely does help.
And now she can tell you to get the hell out, and you
here we
can
go.
drive.
All right. So I am actually working on 2 different things here at once, and for that I do apologize.
Lynn, now it's our chance.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, run.
We can hammer him now.
Nice. See, folks, this is what I tolerate and put up with.
Oh, please! Like we don't get a little piece of that action.
I don't abuse Pete.
Yes, you do.
I never abuse Pete.
All right, you walked up.
I like
his,
Pete.
You walked up to his window and called him pudding. Who does that?
I called him Puddin'. That's from the Joker.
Puddin'.
I called him Puddin', and he was surprised I was standing there.
I could see everything.
You look like you were standing at a takeout window.
I was waiting for my
Miracle.
order. I was waiting for my
Did you
my
get your
fries and
fries?
I was waiting for my fries and my nuggets.
Excuse me?
Yeah, hey, hey, don't get me going on that because you were actually a little mouthy this today. I'm telling you, Pete, the abuse that I was taking, I was thinking I was going to have to open a sexual harassment folder in our HR department.
You have an HR department?
Yeah,
me.
No, actually, it's Caitlin. Don't get that wrong.
Job. No, that was my job.
No, that's
HR.
Caitlin. Caitlin is HR.
No, she isn't.
She is too. She can spell it.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. Yep.
Sorry, Caitlin. Love you.
So yeah. So yep. My car comes back and everybody be happy. I've got the guy coming over for the IT for my my vinyl system, and everything's hopefully going to be all good with that on Friday.
Okay, I've been hearing that for weeks.
I know it. But now things are
shirt.
happening. Things are happening now. That's a good thing. So hey Pete, why don't we bust into our dedication? Are you still with me, or are you on the phone?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay. So today's dedication is it's a very wide base. So this one actually goes out to all of our family and friends, as well as a very special shout out to our loyal listening audience. And again, I say to you, happy Thanksgiving. And this is one I had to play. Mr. Adam Sandler, say that quick. And this is his Thanksgiving song.
He has a Thanksgiving song?
Yes, he does, and it's awesome. So this is Bobby G and Company on WSKB, and happy Thanksgiving. Here we go.
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Oh, I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl BD. White meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teagues poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Oh, there we go. Mics are back. Hey, good morning again, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Lynn, you had never heard Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song.
Never heard that song before.
You seriously never heard that song?
Nope.
That just cracks me up.
I heard his Christmas Hanukkah one.
Yeah, he's got a Hanukkah one.
Yeah, but I never heard
I'll play
the
that one
Thanksgiving
next month.
one. That was funny as heck.
Yeah, you and I actually kept our headphones on,
to
listening to the song, and you were chuckling every time the lines
I love
came
him
up.
anyways. He's one of my
good.
favorite actors.
He's good. Yeah, definitely that. So, Pete, how are we looking on our technical issues?
I think we're doing okay now.
You got them?
Yeah, I got them.
All right. Why don't we?
I think we were duplicating some stuff now. I think I fixed that too.
Oh, okay. All right. So, are we ready to put them on these?
Yes, you will be in 1 second. Hold on.
Okay.
Relax.
This is all new. I mean, this is all. Yeah. Well, okay.
He says relax.
Relax. Hey, we heard that yesterday. Don't do it. Come on, remember? All right, we're checking out this new software stuff that Pete's playing with here. And yes, hey.
There we go.
I can see everybody. How you guys doing? So now keep in mind, this is, I got to put my glasses on. Now I have to be able to see the screen.
Okay, we should be able to hear them now too.
So can you guys hear us?
Yeah.
Nice. So, first of all, let me say welcome to the show. I'm so excited to actually be able to talk to you. I mean, we've been texting back and forth now for better part of a month and a half. And so it's awesome to be able to meet you and say hello. And again, this is going to be taped. This is taped now. It's Tuesday, and it's going to be on Thanksgiving morning. So happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And so Rob, that's you in the middle, right?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. I got to make sure. All right. So, Kayla, you're on my right, and Kelly, you're on the left, right? Do I have that right?
Trust, I believe so.
What's that?
I remember being slender.
Okay, but the video, not the video, the audio is breaking up. So we'll have to.
Oh, I just put in the maroon sweater. It's actually becoming split dress. I have not.
Okay. Pete, can we do anything to clean up the audio on that?
They might have to get a little bit closer to the camera because it's picking up off the webcam is what the problem is. So
okay, yeah, come on in, girls, come on in.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's try that. Try that again. So, Kayla, what'd you say?
I just said I am in the maroon sweater.
Okay.
But the camera's actually split dress. So.
Oh, okay. All right. So now you guys are collectively known as Wildfire.
Yes.
That's awesome. And when I was talking to your dad, now your dad is your manager. And so, Rob, we're going to be talking to you, too, with this and all this going on. So when I was talking to Rob, I thought it was pretty interesting that, he was the one that was helping you guys out, but that he was very clear that you guys are the talent behind everything that happens and that you guys actually have already even quite a following in Texas, which is awesome.
Yeah, we love all of our supporters so much. We love going live every week, and we have an amazing thanks, truly, definitely.
All right. Is there any chance that you guys could still get even closer to the mic? Because while it's better, it's still not.
It's going to be a little choppy because we're using technology similar to Skype, so it's going to be a little bit choppy.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to, do what we can. All right. So now one thing that, again, that amazed me was that you guys actually write your own songs even.
Yeah, we do. We also pair up with co-writers a lot, and we love to share ideas. I think that's an important part of songwriting, developing better skills in songwriting. So we do that.
Oh, okay. Now, you're out of the Houston, Texas area. So, okay, so we got that going on. And so how did you guys, now I know the answer to this from talking to your dad. How did you guys get into this? I mean, what was your motivation to get into entertainment and everything else? How'd this come about?
Yes, so when we were little, about 5 and 3, I would say we got into dance and specifically musical theater. We were actually on this called Preludes, and we loved the singing aspect of it. We would always do parts rather than dance. And so we decided to just kind of do singing, and we actually did a separate year of this competition for the Houston Rodeo called Rodeo Rockstar. And then our vocal teacher actually paired us together, and we just loved singing together from then on. That was actually the first time we ever sang together, and we got a great response from it, and we loved together. Yeah, this world was actually almost not gonna happen if it wasn't for that.
Cool. Yes, your dad's, I can tell you right now, and I'm sure you know this, your dad's very proud of the both of you. And it's really, I think it's really cool that, being sisters, if you're doing this together, obviously you live in the same house. I mean, so practicing must be very easy to arrange. It's not like you gotta.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're just like 10 footsteps away, so we're always having fun.
That's awesome. That really is. So now this, the album that or the CD that you guys sent me, this is your second released CD. But I mean, this, I'll tell you, and I know I told your dad this and we were on speaker in the car, so you guys probably heard me say this already. I am not a fan of country music, and I'm going to be open and honest with you. I can't stand country. But when I saw...
That's not a good admission when you have the artist like
No.
watching you.
You got to let me finish. Let me finish. But yet, when I got the CD and I actually played it and I sat down and I listened to it, I was floored. There is no other way to put it. I was totally taken aback because, as I said to your dad, not only was this something that I listened to that one time, this is something I would put into my car stereo and actually listen to on a regular basis. The talent that you two girls, young ladies, have is incredible. And I'm so glad that we're able to do this, quite honestly, before you guys explode onto the scene. And, I mean, I can say, hey, yeah, I met them years ago, before they hit it big. And I was thoroughly, thoroughly impressed with the quality of the recordings, the quality of the talent. You made it where... I really enjoyed listening to your CD, and I will definitely. Unfortunately, I had to give it to Pete for him to be able to take the music off of it to put on the radio show today. Otherwise, I'd have been listening to it today on the way in here. but I will be listening to it tonight on the way out. So awesome job with that. Awesome job. And
thank you so much. We're so glad we can have an impact with writing that's true to us, and we're seeing ourselves and our fans and supporters are just so supportive.
Good.
Yeah, and that's also funny you say the whole thing about like not like intentionally hearing this, because that's actually a common response we get.
Okay.
A lot of, I feel like we have a lot of pop influence. I mean, I personally listen to a ton of pop and R&B and everything. Genres for sure. Yeah, we're very open to our genres that we listen to, and I think that's great because it influences our music in a different way.
Okay.
And there's just not a lot of music, I guess, that sounds exactly like the sound created.
Yeah, because I mean, your dad described it as country pop, and I definitely, to me, there's no twangy stuff with it, so that's the part of the country that I just can't do it. But the pop part of it, I mean, you guys definitely have something going there, no doubt. And but I will say this: when I first, I got interested in Wildfire because of Facebook. Facebook was advertising the hell out of you guys. And I mean, like, every single time I'd go on Facebook, there'd be an ad for you guys. And I was like, okay, it's an up-and-coming group. Let's get them on the show and, give them a little push. And, then, I keep seeing these ads and I keep seeing these ads. But the photos of you guys in those ads, now, Kayla, I honestly thought you were in college. I figured you were like, I thought for sure you were like maybe 19 or 20. Kelly, I thought for sure that you were like 17, like about to graduate high school, because one of you had commented in the messaging back and forth that you were students. Never occurred to me that you guys are actually 16 and 14. You're much younger than I thought. So, Rob, my comment to you, I've got 3 daughters. My baby is 26, and they're all beautiful girls too. I feel your pain. That's all I can say there. I have discovered 2 things that you may want to use, and feel free to, they're not copyrighted. When the guys come over to take your girls out for a date, you're in Texas. It's expected you have firearms. Be cleaning your weapon at the time. And it's funny, but I always said this to any boy that ever dated my daughters when they were younger. I always told them, just remember one thing. If you make her cry, I will make you cry. And I'm telling you, it's amazing how far those 2 little things will take you. But, so listen, let's, Peter, you ready for their first song?
Sure, yeah.
All right, let's play your first song. This is from your album that you just released. And this one here, and I actually had you guys pick the order that we were going to play these. This one here is Hold On to That. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB, and this is Wildfire.
Letterman jacket, broken in just right. Hold on to that, hold on to that. A first day kiss on a Friday night. Hold on to that, hold on to that. The feeling that you love but you can't describe. Hold on to that, hold on to that. Lock it in your heart for the rest of your life. Hold on to that, hold on to that. Time goes by so fast. We gotta treasure all this beauty that we have. Memories, memories, sometimes all you need to make you smile and bring the feeling back. Hold on to that. When you got the hand of the one you love, hold on to that, hold on to that. 3 little words that mean so much. Hold on to that, hold on to that. A dream that really lights you up. Hold on to that, hold on to that. A song that makes you think of us. Hold on to that, hold on to that. 'Cause time goes by so fast. Gotta treasure all this beauty that we have. Memories, memories. in your soul. Hold on to that, hold on to that. When you're with the one that makes you feel like home, hold on to that, hold on to that. 'Cause time goes by so fast. We gotta treasure all this beauty that we have. Memories, memories, sometimes all we need to make you smile and bring the feeling back. Hold on to that.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, this is Dean Kane. You're listening to my friends Robbie, Lynn, and Pete on the Bobby G and Company show on WSKB 89.5 FM. I'm also listening right alongside.
I still love that promo. Do you get now? Can you guys still hear me on there? Can you guys still hear me? Kayla? Kelly? Okay. Did you guys know who Dean Kane is? Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Do you remember there was well, for you it's an older series. There was a series called Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. The guy that just did the promo that you might have heard, I'm hoping you heard, he was Superman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I actually had the opportunity to meet him right here in my hometown a couple of months ago, and I was sitting down. I was actually an extra in one of the movies that he did, which I thought was pretty cool. And I asked him, I said, hey, would you mind doing a promo for the radio show? And he was like, oh, let's do it. That'd be awesome. So that's where that came from. So, all right. So you guys can still hear me. Pete, how are we with their voice? Good. Kayla or Kelly, talk to me.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's a little bit cleaner now.
It's a little better now? Okay, good. All right. So we were having some audio breakup there, and so I wanted to try and fix that up. So Wildfire now. Local gigs. What are you guys doing? How much stuff are you doing around Houston?
Yeah, so recently we have been working on a 6-song kind of like re-releasing the singles this upcoming year.
Yep.
And just working on concepts for music videos. But we do have a performance coming up in January, and it's going to be at Firehouse Saloon, which is a pretty known music venue. But it's going to be super exciting. And we also just performed at this restaurant called Beer Freddy's downtown. It's a cute Italian restaurant. I love it, and that was so much fun for sure.
Nice. So how about you, Kelly? Now, Kayla, you were the lead vocals on that last song, right? Was that you or was that Kelly?
All the verses and the bridge were me, and then the choruses were Kayla.
Oh, okay. Because you guys sound apparently very much alike.
Yeah.
They're sisters.
Well, yeah, but but still. And I will tell you that this was Lynn's first time hearing you guys sing. Well, yep. I've heard your album. This was her first time hearing it. And she just looked at me and she goes, oh, my God, I am so floored.
Yeah, I did not expect that. When you hear country, you think country. That, for me, that was not country.
No.
That was really, really pretty. Very pretty.
Yeah, it was an awesome job that you guys did on that. Yeah. I'm excited to play some more of the music from you.
Hey, Rob, you want to try, Dad, you got the phone on the speakerphone there, and I'm going to turn them down here. So let's try that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's try that. Go ahead, girls. Talk to me some more. Let's
Test. 1, 2, 3. Check.
That's actually much better.
Much better.
That's much better. There's no breakup on that. That's awesome. Okay.
I never give up and I never surrender.
There you go. That's Pete's motto. So now, your dad was telling me, Rob, you were talking to me when we were on the phone together the other day about the Houston Rodeo. What was that all about? I mean, tell the audience about that. What was up with that?
Yeah, so basically when they were talking about the Radio Rockstar competition, when they started Wildfire, they entered that. They were like 11 and 12 at the time, and they placed in the semifinals out of how many people, 70 or something like that, which is like the top, was it the top 10, I believe. So then the next year they did that again, and they placed in the finals. They were like number 3, I believe. And so from there, that we made all those contacts at the rodeo, and they invited them back to perform on the outdoor stage where it's like a area where they have all the outdoor activities like the carnival and all the food and so forth, which is huge. There's like 2 million people a year that go through that rodeo. So that was a great exposure for them, and they've invited them back every year since then. So that's one of their favorite places, I guess, to play, right?
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. I mean, it's exposure. I mean, people are knowing who you are. Your name is getting out there. And I gotta believe anybody that takes the time to listen to you once is going to want to hear you again. And I mean, you sold 2 people that don't like country under the guise of it being pop country, which 50% of that I'm okay with.
Yeah, it was very good.
So now, referring to the Houston area, you guys have, do you guys get a lot of coverage? I mean, are you on the local radio stations or anything like that?
Yeah, so in the past, we've definitely done a lot of things with local news stations, like the Bull and stuff. And, just segments. I know recently we did, what is that? Great Day Houston. Yeah. We did Great Day Houston. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, we were like the house band for that. We've done a few segments on Fox, I think. Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice. So where do you guys, obviously you want to, I dare say every entertainer's dream is to make it big. Where do you guys see yourself going from here? I mean, you got a following locally. These places want you back on an annual basis. Where do you guys see yourself going, say 10 years from now? Where do you think you're going to be?
Yeah, I would just hope that in 10 years we're absolutely doing what we love, being the most authentic, writing what we want, and I hope that everyone perceives it well and we create a loving, great fan base. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, I feel like our ultimate goal between us two is just to inspire as many people as we can and, by being ourselves. Yeah, and personal connections, definitely touring all over the world is definitely something we want to do. And just really leaving impressions on people that just inspire them in whichever way they need it in their lives.
That's cool. Now, Dad, I'm assuming you're going to wind up with a whole lot more gray hairs out of this deal before it's all said and done. But yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I was telling your dad too. I mean, we've got a local New England fair that's right in a neighboring community from where we are right now. It's called the Big E. It's the Eastern States Exposition, and it runs for 17 days. I was telling your dad that he should have your promoter check that out, see if that's something that they'd be willing to put you guys up on stage, because I mean, you get a very diverse audience with the presentations and performances that are done there at that type of a fair. But I mean, it would get you definitely New England exposure.
Hey, Rob, the other thing too is iHeartMedia usually looks to work with up and coming country artists, and usually one of the concerts in the Green is sponsored by iHeartMedia. And they brought in a lot of names that they're 1 or 2 years out of going big time. So
really,
yeah, absolutely. So
didn't know that.
We've had some big names come through here, but just on the verge of them breaking out. So it's actually been pretty cool. Some of the concerts we've had in our Green that are free concerts. iHeartMedia pays the artists, and they come in here and do the show, and it's really cool. But we've catch some big acts that just on the cusp of them breaking out nationally. It's pretty cool.
There you go.
That'd be great. If you guys have any contacts like that, share them with me. I do a lot of the booking. We also have a booking agent in Nashville that does booking as well. So between the two of us, we could definitely contact them and look into that, because I know they want to expand their reach
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of the next steps is like trying to get into some other states and like bigger festivals and things of that nature.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, any exposure has got to help, I would think.
I have a question. How hard is it balancing school and playing gigs? How often do you play a week, and how hard is it balancing your schoolwork with all that?
Yeah, so Kelly, go ahead. Yeah, I'm actually a freshman. I go to public school. Kayla does online school. I think that it's pretty easy. I take all regular classes, just to keep the workflow. I hardly ever have homework, and I have time to practice every day. I actually love it. So. Yeah, and like she said, I do online school, so I mean, you can imagine that's not too challenging. Get it done quickly, and I am actually a junior, so almost there.
Nice. Now, what do you guys have? Do you guys have any special interests as far as school goes? Any majors that you're looking at? You considering college after this, or what are your thoughts there for education?
Yeah, so college is always something that I've definitely thought about. Really, I'm just kind of going with the flow of life. I don't have, an exact plan. I just think you never know what's going to happen, especially in the field that we're in. And so just living life day by day is just kind of how I'm going. Yeah, we definitely want to keep doing this. Just like Kayla said, I've always thought about college. I'm probably going to invest maybe the first 2 years in a community college. I don't see the need in investing all my time into a university while trying to manage wildfire. Yeah. But I do think I'll go to college. I've always been interested in entrepreneurship. Yeah. Entertainment law is very interesting too, but as you can imagine, law school would take an enormous amount of time. So entrepreneurship has always been a really big interest of mine. Yeah, we've definitely, had businesses that we've kind of started up, and we just love entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. I guess.
Nice. Well, it's good to have a plan. I mean, you've got wildfire, and that's, obviously you're hoping and working that that's going to, pay out and, become something. But you've also still got to have something in the background, like on the back burner, just in case. And not as a defeatist, but, as a realist. I got to think that taking your talent out of the equation, it must be very, very difficult for people to get the recognition and then get a record label and everything else. I think you guys have the talent. I think you're going to go far with it, but that's my opinion. But it's nice to have, something to fall back on, if you ever need to. And the education is definitely a good thing for that. And but yeah, even taking your education, like you were saying, Kelly, and applying that to a direct application to wildfire. What's something you can learn that's going to help you, with your future career and everything else. I think that's just that's an awesome thought. It's it's showing that you guys are thinking ahead of the game, and what can you do to make things easier for yourself in the long runs. I just think that's great. So now we've got one of the other things I wanted to ask you guys about. Again, Rob and I were talking about this, and you guys are really actually very big with volunteering around the community and everything else, and doing all kinds of volunteer work. Talk to me about that. What do you guys do that's volunteer for to help people out?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of different organizations and participated in a lot of different things in the past. One of my favorite organizations that we've worked with is the Do the Right Thing, which is an anti-violence, anti-bullying rally. Basically, a group of kids submit essays and they're reviewed, and people are chosen as winners. And we've been singing the national anthem and some of our more inspirational songs there in the past year. And I just love doing that because we can really apply our music to this organization. I think that's a beautiful thing when it all comes together. Yeah, I also think we've done MS walk before, which is basically like a walk for people with multiple sclerosis. If I'm pronouncing that right, I know it's a tricky thing to pronounce. And we sang there because our vocal teacher actually was diagnosed with that, and I think it's just a huge thing to help people out. Me and Kayla are actually interested in starting like a little 5K list that we want to do because we love running, so I think that would be a great way to invest our talents into a charity. Yeah, and then we've also done an organization that I think is a beautiful thing, especially right now in country music. I'm not sure if you guys know much, but women of country are not really represented that well, and I think that the Women of Country organization that we work with is a great thing for all the women in country.
Now, what is that Women in Country? What is that actually promoting? other than the obvious women in country.
So it's just promoting, you know, the unification of women, knowing you can't do it alone, and it's going to take a lot to get, you know, radio promoters and everything to get women on the radio. And right now, I mean, our country radio is, you know, like 80% male dominated.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, especially country radio. Now it's pop. I mean, obviously it's women, men, everything, the mixture of everything. And I think that the diversity of that really, you know, brings forward a more, it's better to the listener. I feel like just having men on the radio isn't getting the perspective of women, and that's just kind of a imbalance that I think could be fixed.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, take into account, I don't listen to country, so I don't know what the radio stations are playing, but I mean, to me, all the big names are really women.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised to hear you saying, you know, talking about that, because, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
you look at people like Carrie Underwood. There's a perfect.
Yeah, that's somebody I could definitely be looking at.
One of the biggest.
That's a pretty lady, no doubt. I could look at that.
Leave her alone.
But I mean, yeah, you got. I don't know. I mean, but again, I'm very ignorant on the subject, and I will freely admit that. But when I think of country music, Carrie Underwood's one of the ones that I think of. Who are some of the other big names?
Boy,
I mean, I can picture these women, but I can't. I'm not putting any names on them.
Ask the experts.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're sitting in their living room.
Yeah, I mean, but
listening to you fumble and
dumble.
hear
me fumble. Yeah, but I mean, you know, like the guys, you got like Garth Brooks. I mean, Brad Paisley, I guess. I mean, but beyond that, I'm really fumbling for any of the country stars. So I'm going to take your word for that one. But so look, why don't we, Pete? Are we good for a Billboard sign? You ready for another song?
Sure, yeah.
All right. So look, we're going to play another song off of the Wildfires. What's the name of your album that we just got that we're playing?
It's called Been There.
Been There. All right. So we're going to be playing another song from the Been There album, and this one's called Billboard Sign. Now, before we start playing it, is there any significance to this song? Is there any meaning behind it, or is it just a really good tone?
Yeah, so this song is just, I feel like it's very relatable for everyone, especially people that are our age and kind of in relationships where you know that both of the, you know, people want to be together. It's just really hard to put a label on it. And I feel like in like modern society, that's a very, very common trait of many, many relationships. And yeah, it's just about putting a label on it and really signifying it.
All right. So, Pete, we're going to play some Wildfire, and this is Billboard Sign, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
I'm the first favorite in your phone, the only one you text X's and O's. And the second that you get home, we both know how the story goes. It's all me too, so what's up with you saying that we're just friends? Well, friends don't kiss the way we just did. Don't know why you even try to pretend when you might as well put up a billboard in Times Square or write it across the sky. Go on, shout it from the rooftops, put it out there and flash the neon lights. 'Cause anybody looking at you when you're looking at me can see it in your eyes. Ain't no way to hide 'em, baby. They're lighting up like a billboard sign. It's funny how you seem to think that your friends don't know and your mama don't see. When you're talking about the girl of your dreams, it's like she's standing in the mirror staring back at me. So go ahead and try to be a tough guy, playing it off real cool, like you somehow tripped into my lips. Don't know who you're even trying to fool when you might as well put up a billboard in Times Square or write it across the sky. Go on, shout it from the rooftops, put it out
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. It's kind of early for the turkey yet. I mean, it's ballpark 7:30 in the morning.
Yep,
never too early to start. Yeah,
that's right.
Well, I'm sure people have already put the turkey and the bird in the oven and all that stuff.
I got
I'm actually going to smoke a turkey this year, so it's going to take a while.
Are you really? You're smoking a bird?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow,
I have the electric smoker out back, and I'm going to fire it up early in the morning.
I didn't think you smoked.
Years
They're just giving me grief now, girls.
Yeah, she is. She's like that.
Come on.
A few years ago, I had bought a turkey fryer, and I had the mindset.
Those things are dangerous.
Yeah, tell me. And I had wanted to fry the turkey in the worst way.
Yeah, did it fry your turkey?
Yeah, and I'm actually using this on my back deck, which is wood, right off of the house. And I'm like, okay, this is just a disaster. This is a menu for disaster. We tried it with a chicken. And the chicken was good. I mean, the flavor was awesome. The meat was great. It was nice and crisp, but there was no way in hell I was doing a turkey with that. It just was not going to happen. So it ended up one of those fad things for me that I bought that I'd never used again. But so,
all right, I got to ask the ladies. They live in Texas, so that's the home of smoked everything. Have you guys ever smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving? Look at the look. I love
Good
the look.
answer.
We are actually, I know it sounds crazy, we're from Texas, but we are actually vegan. We did eat meat in the past, though, and we probably eaten smoked turkey, but yeah.
Now, your whole family is vegan or just you two?
Me and Taylor are die-hard vegans, but my parents are actually eating turkey tomorrow. Yeah, but they're they try to stay as vegan as they can.
Okay.
But sometimes cheese,
Yeah, they're extreme health nuts, and they've actually talked my wife and I into trying this plant-based diet, which so far it's been good. I mean, I was skeptical at first, but I feel better and, more energy.
Well, that's good.
Believe it or not, one of our chefs here has to go plant-based because of arthritis in his family. That runs in his family, and they're telling him his doctors are telling him that you could still taste stuff because obviously you still got to do your job teaching the kids. But if you go mainly plant-based, it'll help that rheumatoid arthritis that runs in your family.
Oh, no kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Yep.
No, I see the merits of that kind of a diet and everything else, but there's just no way I could ever do that. I am too much a fan of tacos for that. And you're in Texas. I mean, that's taco country.
It's not taco country.
Sure it is.
No, it's
barbecue
beef
country.
Oh, barbecue country too. All right.
Oh my God.
Well,
I've actually never been a fan of barbecue. That's crazy. I live in Texas, but we just went plant-based this year. So, and my whole life I've been eating barbecue, and I just
yeah, not so much.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many replacements these days. I feel like it's not that difficult. If you were vegan maybe 10 years ago, that might be tough.
Yeah.
Now it's too hard.
Well, do you guys have Burger King restaurants in your neck of the woods?
It's a national.
Yeah, we've got Burger King. Crazy about Whataburger when they come to Texas. We've only been once.
Because they even have the veggie Whopper now. So it's even mainstream. Fast food is even leaning in that direction. And you got to know if there wasn't a market for it, they wouldn't be doing it.
Dunkin' Donuts just did it too.
Yeah.
They did. I saw that on the window of a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. I hate getting bacon in my donut.
Believe it or not, they do have Dunkin' Donuts in Houston because my sister-in-law lives down in Katy, and she only has to drive about 10 minutes, but there are Dunkin' Donut shops popping up all over the greater Houston area.
Good. Nothing worse than traveling and not being able to get a Dunkin' coffee. That's the worst. It's true.
I don't know. So anyway, all right. So wildfire now. we talked a little bit about it, but future plans and hopes. You guys, any feelers out there or any possibilities? Because Rob, you had mentioned something to me on the phone about there was a really good possibility of a record label in the future that you were considering.
Well, not that we're considering, but there's been labels, like independent labels, that have reached out and wanted to talk. And we've had another producer saying that some major labels were looking at them, but we haven't heard from them yet.
Yep.
But I think right now, in our mindset, we're just developing, trying to expand. Not because if you go into it too early, I think in the game, you get taken advantage of, financially. So I think building the brand out a little bit more.
Yeah, so the labels want you, not so you're yearning. Yeah, and honestly, right now at the point where I really enjoy being independent, I think there's a lot of freedom in it, freedom of expression through lyrics. And I feel like if you're not releasing and writing what you truly feel, it affects the listener. Really. I've known people that have been in labels, and not all of them are happy. And I feel like, being independent is just very freeing, and there's a lot. I think it's great. I don't know. Right now at this point we're at, I do enjoy it.
Now,
of course, if they were approached, we would hear them out and listen to them, see what they have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
You just said something, Kayla, that had not occurred to me. When you get signed into a major label, they control what you produce?
Yeah, they sure do. They control. You can obviously write whatever you want, but what you release is controlled by the label. And because at the end of the day, they're paying for it. And I don't know. I enjoy our freedom of being able to release what we want. Yeah, I'm sure with some labels there's more freedom than that. I guess we don't know enough about it, but I think we're pretty educated on it.
All depends on how far you are in your career too. If you're a huge selling label artist and you're coming into you have a lot more bargaining power. But is another factor, like starting careers at your age, cost of equipment and stuff like that? It's so much cheaper. When I was your age 20, 30 years ago,
40.
You couldn't 30. You couldn't buy equipment. You couldn't get equipment cheap enough to have a home recording studio. It was cost prohibitive, and now it's just a laptop and a really good capture device. Is that a factor in kind of, starting your career early?
Yeah, my dad has always had recording software. I think these days like Pro Tools, Logic, home studios are everywhere. I feel like a lot of people have home studios, whether, that's very, extravagant or just very minimal. I see a lot of people producing music out of their own homes, and it's great. It's created a lot of new artistry that wasn't there, say 10, 15 years ago. And yeah, the world's just developing.
I got a question. Do you guys do your own music? Do you play instruments?
We do play instruments, not on the tracks that we have, produced thus far, but we do play instruments. I play guitar, and I play guitar, piano, and I took drums for 7 years, but I'm not that good.
So where does your music come from? Who plays it?
Yeah, so we just hire, session musicians, people that, do this for their everyday job. Sometimes the producer, it just depends on which producer you're working with, but sometimes they'll recommend some session musicians that they like, or sometimes you'll pick them out. It really just depends.
Oh, okay.
Now, Rob, do you play an instrument as well?
I do, yeah. I've played guitar since I was probably 13 years old, and been a songwriter as well.
Now, have you been on any of the albums playing guitar?
No, we've stuck to professionals as far as that goes.
Okay, so
I've written a lot of my own music, and kind of as a hobby. I did major in music for 2 years and switched, and I'm in IT now. But it's always been a passion of mine. So, yeah.
So the girls really kind of got a lot of inspiration to do this just from being at home.
Yeah, for sure. I can remember being 5 or 6 years old, and my dad's like, hey, you want to come, record a song? And I was like, I guess. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I also feel like our childhood growing up had a lot to do with it. Like Taylor Swift, for example. I feel like every kid our age says that. Also, Disney musicals, High School Musical. There's videos of me in High School Musical pajamas singing the songs on the movie when I was, 6 years old, and Hannah Montana. Yeah, all those stuff. Yeah, and doing musical theater really, really contributed to the whole singing, because we didn't really know why, but we were just, given, all these singing parts, and we were like, I I didn't even really, I was more into the dance for a really, really long time. And it wasn't until, about 2015 that I got super into the singing and music and all that.
Huh. So in this, the classes that you took, all these different courses and everything, your experiences, I would think that now they would make it easier for you to be on stage in front of a large group.
For sure. Oh, definitely. I mean, I think musical theater, just performing in general is, memorizing lines is very, very difficult. And I think that's really helped us with, singing and memorizing and everything. And just, looking at an audience overall. I mean, when we first started out, we were performing in musicals at around like 5 and 7.
Okay.
So, I mean, we've been doing it for so long. It doesn't necessarily feel as overwhelming. I mean, I definitely do think nerves are just a common thing, and it really shows that you care. I feel like if you have nerves, but yeah, I mean, all that experience has really developed us.
And now, did you guys say that you, back in the day, you guys took dance classes as well?
Yeah, we took jazz, contemporary, which is very similar to jazz, tap, ballet, everything under the sun. Yeah.
So, but I mean, even that contributed, because now I would think because of that experience, you're more comfortable performing in front of an audience.
Yeah, I think the arts have always been a huge thing in our life. I remember when I was in, 5th grade, I would get home, have a bun in my hair, get off the bus, go to dance, and go to drum lessons, and then go home and do it the next day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I remember we would have like 8-hour rehearsals, and it was all fun. It was all so much fun. I mean, we've always, because our parents always let us do whatever we wanted. Like, that Kayla did like 9 sports before she joined dance, and I was always in dance, but they always said just go in whatever path you want to, and I think that's why we really enjoy what we do.
That's awesome. Now, Rob, you've got a history with music. Does your wife have any history with entertainment or music as well?
No, as far as arts goes, she was heavily into dance as well. So that probably plays a factor somewhere along the line.
Okay. Wow, that's great. I mean, the whole family is involved in some way or another. That's pretty cool, though. So, all right. Now, from all of your, whether it's a gig or, anything that you guys have done, what's your most, and I'm going to have both of you give an answer on this, actually all three of you, what's your most interesting story about something that you guys had and that you experienced?
Oh, wow.
See, gotcha.
It's hard to even, there's been so many amazing just like connections that we've made over even Instagram DMs. I mean, I remember this one very, very touching story. One of our fans, she's been a fan of us for about, I think, 3 or 4 years, really ever since we started the duo. She's been, following us on Instagram, watching our Instagram lives. And she was having a very, very tough time, with like self-harming often and stuff like that. Her family life wasn't the best. And she would always listen to our music, and she said she just felt really at peace and just in a better place when she was listening to our music. And she said one day, it got so bad and she was actually thinking of, ending it. And when she was about to, our song just came on shuffle play, and it actually stopped her from taking her own life, which I just think is incredible. Wow. And I can't even comprehend that, honestly. I can't comprehend it. It's just an amazing thing, and I think that's the reason why we do what we do, is just to inspire people and make their lives better.
Okay. How about you, Kelly? Anything come up that stands out to you?
I honestly don't. I couldn't think of a crazy story on the spot, but we have made a lot of amazing personal connections. One time this little girl came to our show, and it turned out that somehow her family just loved us, and she loved us so much so she actually invited us to play at her birthday party, and that was really touching just to have a connection like that. And her family was so sweet about it. They even put out tip jars for us and invited us back, and it was just an amazing experience. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That is pretty cool. That's something. Yeah, again, you don't think about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to happen now? 10 years from now, that little girl is going to be watching you guys on the big screen and the country music festivals and saying, "Hey, they were at my birthday party." And absolutely nobody is going to believe her. So, Rob, how about you? What's from your perspective here as a manager? Anything stand out for you for experiences?
Just a lot of comments and feedback I get from other industry professionals that I've talked to, that have seen them. I mean, one comes to mind, where a lady that came to see them just by chance, really, I believe. Her father is a producer out in L.A., and she was just overwhelmed by their stage presence. And this was in the summer at the last concert cafe. And said that, that they're so close, to being signed. Just hearing feedback like that, is really makes you feel good, like we're doing something right. And, so, yeah, I had a lot of conversations that came out of that with her and others, and, that she was connected to. It was really good. And there's a lot of stories like that. So I kind of see it on the business side. A lot of feedback from industry professionals is really good.
Yeah. But now, being the father, I mean, how difficult is it for you to separate, professional from personal, from family? I mean, is that a conflict for you in any way, shape, or form, or is that just something you're naturally dealing with?
Not really. I mean, the work ethic these two have is just unbelievable. That's one thing that people notice. They work nonstop. Like, their social medias, if you go look at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they're constantly on there responding to comments, engaging with their fans, and that's why the numbers have blown up so much, along with the talent, of course. But it's easy to separate because we just unplugged. When we went, like last night, we went, okay, no music, let's go to the Festival of Lights in Galveston. We went and saw the light show, then went ice skating, did all kinds of fun stuff, and just didn't even talk about or think about the music. And then when it's time to work, probably tomorrow, we'll be doing a photo shoot or something like that. We just get down to business, but we still have fun with it.
Yeah, and we also we do vlogs on our YouTube channel. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but we do vlogs on our YouTube channel. And like last night, we even incorporated it into that by vlogging. Yeah. But we still managed to have a really close family connection. I feel like me and Kayla, for some reason, I know a lot of siblings fight, but are just so close. I don't know what it is. We do everything together. I mean, just it's so much fun. And like she said, we always somehow incorporate, posting on social media or something into our, family nights. Like we'll film like a TikTok or we'll post on our Instagram story, Snapchat stories of just having fun. And I think that's what really draws people in, is just being authentic, like not putting a filter up, like taking a look into our personal life, into the personal life. Because really, I mean, reality TV is so popular because people want that personal connection. They want to feel like, they're just hanging out with. Yeah, it's just like people looking into everything that celebrities do. Like if they post a picture with a guy, they dissect if they're in a relationship or not. People want to know your personal life, so we always incorporate that. Yeah, and as far as family goes, I mean, I think with our dad, which he's like our manager, we have a relationship outside of music, and I think that's so important to not get too caught up in the whole business. You need to have, work-life balance. I feel is super important. And same thing with me and Kelly. When we're filming a music video, we're serious. But when we're, together going to the gym, we're just having fun and relaxed. Yeah. And I think that's important to not get too caught up in the whole. Yeah.
But too, the other thing is that, like you were just talking about, you go out to the rink, skating rink or anything like that. You put that on as part of your life. I mean, that's really what that's doing, is putting a human face on what you guys do, and that's big. I mean, that's definitely. I completely agree with you with your mindset on that. That's definitely the way to go with it, because it makes you more three-dimensional. If you're just an artist singing on stage, that's only two dimensions. That's not really endearing me to care one way or the other about that performer. But when you start seeing them doing family things and you realize, hey, these folks aren't any different from us or anybody else. And, they're out there doing their thing with their parents and their siblings and all that stuff. Again, it puts a human face on it. And that's definitely the way to go with it. I agree completely. So, look.
Exactly. And that's kind of what we like to do. You know, we were talking about like authenticity and just being real. And we never want to hide too much of our personal life, because I feel like it puts a wall up for the listener when they're listening to our music. I mean, a lot of people, I feel like, just they need to see, you know, what's happening in your life, because it, like you said, I mean, it puts a human face on it. It makes them feel connected to your music, and
Yeah, but I mean, there's such an extreme too that you don't want to go to. I mean, I don't need to know what you had for breakfast this morning, but you know, you're going out, and you're doing a festival of lights. That's cool. I mean, that's something again that puts that human face on it, without becoming overbearing and burdensome. But so look, our next song that you guys picked out for me was "Flaunt." So what's the story behind that one? I mean, is there anything there behind the scenes with that one, or what?
Yeah, I feel like it's really just a lot of guys, not all of them, I know, I don't want to be a boy shamer, but a lot of guys just play girls, and this seems to be an ongoing pattern, and I just feel like we both wrote this song like we don't want to be your arm candy when you need to show off, maybe in front of someone else that you like, or just to show off that you have a girl with you. And I think that's what and then I think definitely girls do this as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. I'm not going to argue that. They do. Yeah.
I mean, they definitely do. A lot of girls will use guys to make other guys show up. Yeah. And that's kind of what the song is about. Like, just be yourself and you'll attract the right person. Mm-hmm. Law of attraction.
Gotcha. All right, so we're going to play another song. This is Wildfire, and the song title is Flaunt. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
It's homecoming, you're coming over here pretending we're more than friends. Do I go with it, roll with it, even though I know how this could end? Do you really care? And do you really want me there? Is that a yes, no, maybe so? I'm not gonna be, no, I don't wanna be your yes, no, maybe so. I'm not gonna be, no, I don't wanna be your flaunt that you take around town, then you put back down when your friends are gone and you're done showing off. I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be your flaunt. I'm so sorry to crash your party, but I ain't just another pawn in your game. I'm not a girl you play with, so quit your faking and tell me what's really running through your brain. Hey, hey, I don't really care, but do you really want me there? Is that a yes, no, maybe so? I'm not gonna be, no, I don't wanna be your yes, no, maybe so. I'm not gonna be, no, I don't wanna be your flaunt that you take around town, then you put back down when your friends are gone and you're done showing off. I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be your flaunt. Yeah, your flaunt. Yeah. Is that a yes, no, maybe so? I'm not gonna be your, I don't wanna be your yes, no, maybe so. I'm not gonna be your, I don't wanna be your yes, no, maybe so. I'm not gonna be, no, I don't wanna be your yes, no, maybe so. I'm not gonna be, no, I don't wanna be your flaunt that you take around town, then you put back down when your friends are gone and you're done showing off. I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be your flaunt. I don't wanna be your flaunt. Yeah, I don't wanna be your flaunt.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield. Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, good morning once again, everybody. This is Bobby Goff, and you've been listening to Bobby G and Company. Lynn and Pete and I were very, very happy to be able to give you Wildfire on this Thanksgiving morning to start off your day, and really hope you guys have enjoyed this. Is
this your first introduction to the East Coast?
Oh, I don't know.
Is this your first meeting on the East Coast?
Yeah, so we have not been to the East Coast yet, but we would love to go there and tour. We have a lot of supporters in that area, and I would love to meet them and perform for them in person.
Nice. Well, I said this to your dad when we talked on the phone. I am going to be expecting concert tickets and backstage passes for when you guys come out, and we'll definitely have you live on the air instead of via video, and we'll have some fun with that. But I'm telling you, this show flies by. It is the fastest 2 hours of my week, and you guys have been on for an hour already, and that flew by. I mean, it's just incredible. So any parting thoughts that you guys may have that you want to throw out there? Like, for example, now I'm going to put this, when I post this on social media, it's going to be on my personal page. I own and operate a ghost hunting team called Agawam, which is my home team, hometown, Agawam Paranormal. So it's going to be on the Agawam Paranormal Facebook page. And if you're curious about what we do, check out the website, which is agawamparanormal.com. And there's over 1.5 million hits. You guys are going to be on there too. So we're definitely going to get some eyes on you guys, and push this out there. But my point with this is when I do the postings for social media, I always have like a paragraph narrative of what's going on, who you're going to be listening to, and all that stuff. So I will be posting contact information for you guys on there. Your dad's going to have to send me all that, and I'll put that on there. So, but verbally, somebody listens to your music today on this show. How can they get that CD? How can they get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, so there are so many ways to get in touch with us. I would like to say Facebook, Instagram. We post a lot. I don't know if you guys are too familiar with TikTok, but it's a cool app, and there's a lot of kids and adults on there. We post a lot of those, a lot of fun videos on there. And then, our Snapchat, everything is Wildfire Sings, except the Twitter is Wildfire Singers. So, yeah, we'd love to connect with everyone. If they want to actually get our CD, you can get it on wildfiresings.com/store. We would love that. We will sign it ourselves, put our individual signatures and the Wildfire signature. And, yeah, so definitely go get it if you love us.
So now, do you have any other merchandise available besides the CDs?
Tons, yeah.
Tons? Oh, you didn't tell me this. Talk to me.
We have shirts, sweatshirts, hats, calendars, ornaments, Christmas ornaments. So if you would like us on your tree, go ahead and get that. Honestly, it's endless. You just scroll through that merch page, and there's just tons of merch. Everything really is kind of autographed. Pretty much everything we sell. But 2020, is coming up.
Yep.
And so definitely a calendar if you want to hang that in your kitchen, wildfiresings.com/store. We're having a huge Black Friday sale right now. So this is airing on Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, so it'll still be going on then. But huge. We send out a new sale every single day.
Okay.
So, yeah. definitely go hit us up.
That's awesome. I'm going to check that out. I mean, that's I'll probably be ending up spending a ton of money on that site. So I mean, that's not a bad thing. But I definitely want to thank you, all of you, Kayla, Kelly, Rob, all of you for coming on today. And you guys were awesome for an interview. I wish you the best, and that's the truth from the heart. I definitely hope that we can stay in touch. And, I'd love to hear how things are developing for you guys. And, definitely, go in touch. Hey, one other thing. Kayla, you had mentioned, and I knew this, that starting in 2020, you're going to be releasing individual songs. What's up with that? How many are you planning on releasing? It's so many, was it once a month or something?
Yeah, so we have 6 ready as of now, and that's just original music. Now, we release covers on YouTube, like, very, very often. Our YouTube channel is Wildfire Sings.
Yep.
If anyone wants to check that out. But as far as original music goes, we're going to be releasing probably every 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. I think we're going to be releasing a new song starting in January. And now we're filming music videos. I know we were just working on a concept for our first single for the music video idea. So there's lots of stuff coming. I'm so excited. I think we're actually going to get the master for the first single that's coming out pretty soon here. So
nice.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, because you guys were actually on the way to the studio when I talked to you guys the other day. So
yeah, we sure were.
Yeah. And your dad sounded a little tense though because I heard you were driving.
Yes.
First time on the freeway.
Yep.
Just on the freeway first time.
Nice. So now, once you have all the next 6 released, are you going to come out and release another album, another CD with all those on it?
Yeah, so for sure. On our website, right now in our store, we have like era CDs, I guess you could say. So we have, our sophomore EP, Been There, the first EP, which is just on our website, and it's the Wildfire EP. And then we have a cover song, album. I think there's 15?
I think there's like 5 or 6 right now.
Okay. That you put on there. Mm-hmm. But then you can order one of all our originals, right?
Yeah, there's like that. There was an in-between period where they didn't release. They had about, 8 or 9 songs, something like that. But they didn't release it on a CD, so we're actually going to create a CD for that in-between period, like 2017, and release that as well.
Yeah, but all these singles will eventually be put on a CD, and we're going to sign those, send them out, probably do like a huge sale.
Yeah.
That's going to be very exciting as well.
So how about cover music that you guys have done? You're going to be putting that out there too?
Yeah, for sure. We are actually burning all of our cover songs on a CD, signing it and sending it out right now.
Okay.
As we speak, that's on our store. But we record covers very, very often. I love recording covers, putting our own twist on amazing songs that we personally love.
Okay.
And think will connect with our audience well.
Well, I'll tell you what. Keep. I'm sorry, Rob. What was that?
Okay, no, I was just saying next summer they'll go record new music too, so probably June, July timeframe we'll go to Nashville and record a whole new set of songs for another CD. So it's just cyclical. It goes on every year.
Yeah. Nice. Well, keep me in mind with your cover music. Send me a copy of that when you eventually put together a disc, because that's something I would put on the air for you, even if you're not on for an interview, and just get you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
So keep me in mind with all that. That's definitely, because I'm totally impressed with the quality of the recordings, the quality of the singing. You guys are going to go far. I have no doubt. Rob, I would not want to be in your shoes right now. But you girls are definitely going to go very far with this. And again, I truly wish you the best. And I also want to wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving this year. Even the vegan ones, you got that little soy turkey thing going on. I don't know.
Turkey or whatever. Yeah.
Nice. So with that in mind, I also want to thank the listening audience. I hope you folks enjoyed the show. And again, I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. Please have a safe one as well. If you've had a little bit to drink, think about having somebody else drive you home instead of taking a chance behind the wheel. I definitely want to have the listenership back again next week, so keep that in mind, folks, please. And again, happy Thanksgiving. safe and enjoy the family time and all that stuff. Lynn, Pete, I want to wish you both a very happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you.
We couldn't do the show without you, so thank you very much. Pete, thank you for everything you did behind the scenes tonight to make this interview happen. And again, Rob, Kayla, Kelly, happy Thanksgiving to you. May you guys have a safe one as well. And you've been listening to the Bobby G and Company Show on WSKB 89.5 and also maybe watching it hopefully on Channel 15. So with that in mind, I've got one more song that we're going to play. This is your bonus track from Wildfire. Kayla, Kelly, anything that you want to say about this song? This one's called Gone in a Flash. This is your favorite one, right?
Yeah, this is probably our favorite song. I think it's just a great representation of where we were when we wrote it. And I love the co-writer. We wrote it with Abby Rowe, and I just think it came together amazing.
Nice. Well, again, it was awesome to have you folks on the show. Hopefully we can do this again with you in maybe not so distant future. And you can bring us up to speed as to what's going on. And we'll go from there with this. So without any further ado, again, happy Thanksgiving. This is Wildfire one more time. This one's called Gone in a Flash. And you've been listening to Bobby G and Company. Take care, folks.
We got lost in the rush, thought the fire would burn forever, so we danced like there was no such thing as never. Oh, we were all caught up in us, thinking we could make it through the weather. Can't believe you would up and leave like it's whatever. You were my first, you were my last, lonely gone 2 a.m. You were my curse, we were moving too fast. Should've known it wasn't gonna last. But I fell for a boy who was gone in a flash. Was it the wrong place or the wrong time? Tell me, what did I do to make you change your mind? 'Cause I don't know what happened in between kissing you and missing you. You were my